I think Roald Amundsen's most impressive achievements was to sail through the Northwest Passage. As you know, there were attempts for 400 years from all nations to get and find the passage before Amundsen sailed out, and he was fairly young, not so experienced in polar travel, but still he knew where to go. He had the perfect plan for it, a small ship, a small crew, and it worked just as he had planned it. Well, Amundsen also had a disaster because he died in one in his last attempt, his last expedition to try to rescue an Italian explorer, Umberto Nobile, who had crashed in the airship Italia. So in an attempt to save it, he died en route to the Arctic. His plane crashed and no traces were ever found of him. So as he got older, I think he got a bit more, took the planning process a bit more easy than the first expeditions. So the first 3 expeditions of him, the Belgica and the Gjøa through the Northwest Passage and to the South Pole, I think he was so full of energy and so much on top of things. And then starting from the Maud expedition, things went a bit faster in the planning process. Well, I think what we can learn from Amundsen is his way of respecting nature, using the nature on his expedition, living with the nature, not try to oppose it, and the extreme attention he put to planning. He basically thought about everything, and he knew everything could go wrong, and he was prepared for it. And then if something goes wrong, you need people that can fix, and you need tools that can fix, and also you need spare parts for everything. And also the respect he had for his the people he met, the Inuit in Arctic Canada, and also his crew member. He was one of the guys, but still nobody was in doubt, and he was the boss. Well, I think that when you study Amundsen's diaries, and what most people don't know about him is his sense of humor. And he was quite a likable person. He loved the nature, and his descriptions of the Northern Lights and his excitement when he picked flowers up in Arctic Canada and put on his desk in the ship is completely unknown, because he's known to be like a cold, cynical, efficient, single-minded character. But he had so much pleasure in telling jokes, preparing gifts for birthday and Christmas for his crew members, cleaning up, make sure there was no mess around, you know, shave weekly, take a bath, all these personal things that nobody think about. In those days, the more gold stripes you had on your shoulder, the more boss you were, and you could use those to command people everywhere. But he did individual motivation, like in 1910, you know, that was unheard of. And he used music and he used games to keep people motivated and create atmosphere. He had gifts planned for 5 years, you know, and another expedition which I read about is oh, he has a birthday tomorrow, we have to make something. You know, they write a poem or they make something of wood to have a gift. But Amundsen had it all planned for years and years to come. And what he had chosen was things that they were needed. And in some cases, he even brought letters from their families, which he had kept hidden for a long time to give it at special moments. And that his crew member appreciated that a lot.